Okay, good morning, everybody. I hope it's working okay because I've had a few technical problems this morning, even down to my thumbnail. So hopefully everything is going at least a little bit okay. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if it all looks all right. Good morning, everybody. Hi, g'day, Russ. I'm so glad you popped in because I thought, you know what, I think I'm just going to start early just to, that way if there's any technical issues, I can maybe just figure them out. Oh, I'm so glad, Rob. Good morning. How are you? Hi, Kynan. Oh, I'm so glad. Good morning, Nicole. Good. I'm having one of those mornings, which isn't helpful when you've had one of those weeks. Morning, Stoddy. I needed that hug. I'm so glad. What day is it even? It's Thursday, right? I hope I've got that right. I'm just getting incessant messages. My family, we've got this group chat and everybody's decided they're going to talk to each other right now. So excuse the little background notifications. G'day, Stephen Webb. All right, well, look, we're all here early. We may as well just get started then, shall we? We all enjoyed the Maritime Mysteries so much last time, and I just did Australian ones, but this time we're branching out. We're doing some worldwide maritime mysteries. So I've got 5 of them for us today, and I hope you enjoy them as much as I do because I find the sea and the ocean very mysterious. In fact, probably more mysterious than space. So hello, happy Thursday. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time visiting, well, hello there. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please subscribe so that I can reach 500 subscribers before my birthday. In case anyone's wondering why I have an L plate in the background, that's because I'm a learner streamer and that L plate is not coming off until I reach 500 subs. Please give me a thumbs up below and let's hang out and spend some quality time together. I hope you're all having a really wonderful Thursday. If you're not, I am really sorry. So just hang out with us. We're a pretty good crew. Morning, JP. It's really nice to see you all. I got to tell you, I really enjoy your company every morning. Otherwise, I'd just be talking to my chooks and my dog. So, and not that they're not good company, but you know, is that healthy? Is that healthy for a woman? Okay, once again, I have dove into the internet, excuse the pun, and discovered 5 more maritime mysteries. And the first one that we're going to be talking about today is the Baltic Sea anomaly. Now, you might have heard of this one. This one really intrigues me. Morning, Daz. In 2011, a group of divers who were exploring the floor of the Baltic Sea with sonar stumbled across an object measuring 70 meters long, which is 210 feet beneath, and it was 300 feet, 100 meters beneath the waves. The object has been dubbed the Baltic Sea anomaly, and it has sparked international interest due to its intriguing shape and location. The anomaly appears to be handcrafted and made of metal and has an uncanny resemblance, a lot of people say, to the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars, leading to many, many conspiracy theories, but I'm going to try and keep away from them. Some people have suggested it's a UFO, others have suggested that it's a formation of a sunken city, but in 2017, a team from the Stockholm University studied the anomaly and found, but I'm not even sure if I believe this, right? I don't know. It's just too weird. They found that it's most likely a glacial formation deposit, probably left over from the Ice Age. Stockholm University suggests that because the whole northern Baltic region is so heavily influenced by glacial thawing processes, that both the features and the rock samples are likely to have been formed in connection with glacial and post-glacial processes. I don't know, it's pretty creepy. You know, why isn't there more in the area then? What are your theories on it? You know, I mean, because it's weird, isn't it? You might have seen some other pictures of this one, and it is very strange. It has these very, very straight lines, and then they go that way. It's the gooey ducks headquarters. Don't tell me the gooey ducks are going to uprise and take over one day. What if there's like a king gooey duck lives there or something? Imagine a huge one. That'd be awful. But it's very strange, right? Because if it's glacial and that, wouldn't there be other examples of it in the area? I don't know. It's I'm not very good at like what is that, geology? Because I also am in total awe of things like the Giant's Causeway and things like that. So I don't know. What do I know? I'm just saying it's a little bit strange. That's all. Okay, number 2 on our list is the submarine disappearances that happened in 1968. Now, I'm not a big believer in the Bermuda Triangle thing, but 4 separate submarines went inexplicably missing in the same exact year. And these were the USS Scorpion, which was and the USS Scorpion and a Soviet submarine, K-129, a French submarine called the Minerva, and the INS Dakar. The last 2 subs disappeared only 4 days apart. The Minerva has never been found, even though it only disappeared an hour away from its home port. Is it just coincidence that 4 giant machines could have all just had misfortunes in the same year? Or is it something more sinister that we haven't figured out yet? It seems maybe it was the gooey ducks study. You know, a lot of people have said that, Stephen Webb. A lot of people have said because of its location that it might be something we don't know about, or maybe even a failed test of something. But what happened to these submarines? I don't know much about like the Navy or the nature of submarines. A lot of you guys in the chat would know more about that than me. But is that weird for 4 of them to go missing in the same year? Like missing, like it took them years and years and years to find the wrecks, and 1 has still not been found. So it seems we're study. I'm not even going to go there. All right. The next one is one of my favourites, okay, because this is Kraken-like, but not Kraken-like. The HMS Daedalus Sea Serpent. For over 20 minutes, the crew of the HMS Daedalus, a Royal Navy warship, watched what they claimed to be a giant 100-foot-long snake with a dragon's head swim near their boat. You don't have to just trust the Daedalus crew. It was spotted a second time by the American brig Daphne, who even shot at the creature and tried to follow it, only to lose it at sea. Scientists today think that they most likely saw a whale, but this was a bunch of really experienced sailors and seamen, and surely they would have seen pretty much every whale that there is under the sun. And what they described does not sound like a whale. Like a giant eel, perhaps? I don't know. How big do eels get? Maybe there's a giant eel. Maybe it was the giant gooey duck they saw, Stoddy. But what they described was more snake-like than anything. I want to know what they think. What's a dragon's head? Do they mean like a lizard head? Or, you know, what could it be? Yeah, they could have been on the rum. Remember, they used to use some funny medicines back in the day, so it could even have had something to do with it. But for them all to see the same thing, and not just one ship, wasn't just the Daedalus, the Daphne did as well, that to me is a little bit odd. You know, that is very interesting. And I totally agree, Nicole King. She says that the sea holds many creatures that haven't been seen. Exactly. I think we have not even begun to scratch the surface of what lives under the ocean. And I think if there's all sorts of creatures that could be living there that we have no idea about. A conger eel, do they get big? Well, maybe there could be a giant one. You know, oh gosh, I can't drink rum. I tried it once and I lost function of my legs, so I'd never tried it again. It tasted delicious though, but I made a deal with myself that I would never drink rum ever again. I'm not a good drinker. I can't drink spirits at all. I just fall asleep and feel sick. All All right, the next one is very, very curious. Now, you might have heard of this. It's called the Bimini Road. Now, Bimini Road is an underwater rock formation located near the North Bimini Islands in the Bahamas. It's also called the Bimini Wall. It's a long northeast-southwest linear feature with a length of about zero point 0.8 of a kilometre. It's composed of somewhat rectangular limestone blocks. In fact, they almost look like besom bricks to me. Its origins are not clearly known. However, some theories claim that this feature could be a wall, a breakwater, a road, a pier, or any other man-made structure. Now, it was discovered in 1968 by 3 divers. Now, carbon dating tells us that this feature, and I'm not sure about this, was made by geological forces and not by humans. But look at it. Does that look like a natural feature? The uniformity of it seems very, very odd. Very odd. Nice to see you, Daz. Kynan says there are still plenty of parts we can't explore due to the lack of technological ability. Exactly. I'd really love them to put more effort into exploring the sea. Not that I don't want them to be exploring space and things like that, but let's really have a look at the sea. That's what I think we should be doing. Well, but then carbon dating has been a bit iffy in history. I think maybe if they're saying it's just too old for humans to have made it, well, maybe we need to rethink that. Maybe there was people doing shizzle longer than we thought there was. Maybe we just need to relook at some stuff. Because that, to me, I don't see any way that is made in nature and only found in one place and nowhere else. That, to me, just seems... It doesn't sit right. It doesn't seem right. So that one to me is one of the great mysteries, I think. Now here is one that was a mystery but has now actually been solved and actually makes a lot of sense. Kynan, a lot of people have said that, but then again, do we know Atlantis was real? We've got a few accounts of it, but they are ancient accounts and they could have just been a parable, like a moral tale. Then we can find out if mermaids actually exist. Exactly. Well, exactly. A lot of those old sailors did believe in them and that. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows what's out there? This is underwater crop circles. Now, crop circles under the ocean first were spotted in 1995 off the southern coasts of Japan, and they were a matter of great intrigue and discussion for scientists for some time. The locals termed these as mystery circles, and they're quite beautiful, really. Stoddy! I was just saying how beautiful they are, and now you're calling it the devil's anus. It is kind of sphincter-like. You're gonna understand why soon, okay? Oh, look, it looks like JP already knows what it's about. Right? These mystery circles actually remained a mystery until 2011. And the answer to this mystery is pufferfish. This particular species create elaborate circular designs in order to woo females. Scientists say that it is the quality of the circle that can help us determine the female's mate choice. So, wow. I wasn't expecting that. Resorts Team 1 observed 10 constructions going on by 4 to 8 male pufferfish, and it took them about 7 to 9 days to build a circle. They then used their fans to dig into the sandy bottoms. Excuse the pun after what he said. Hey, Kaz, I wasn't expecting you to be here. I hope you have happy travels. I'm going to miss you. I'll catch up with you soon, though. Go away, Siri. Good grief. Every time I talk to Kaz, Siri thinks she wants to be in on the conversation. Okay, so it took them about 7 to 9 days to build. They used their fans to dig into the sandy bottoms. They also decorated these little pits with shells and coral fragments. This like bird-like behavior, isn't it? These patterns also stored sand particles, and they post them towards the center of the circle, which serves as a real nest. When the mating is completed and the eggs hatch, the nests are abandoned by the males and the little babies live there, and the process just continues. So how about that? I would have been weirded out if I'd been swimming around and seen one of them. I would have definitely thought, pufferfish wouldn't have been my first guess. I probably would have thought, oh no, what the heck is this? But then you think of like, what are they, ant lions? You know, those little critters in the sand that dig in their thing? Yeah. Oh, Kaz, we'll all comfort you if that happens, okay? We will all comfort you if that happens, I promise. We'll all be there for you, and we will make them pay. We will make them pay dearly if that's what happens. Yeah, us blokes do some weird things to impress ladies. Yeah, but it reminds me of those birds. Are they bowerbirds? You know, the ones that do the fancy little dances as well and make the nests? Don't fat shame the fish. Well, maybe to them it's very attractive to be the biggest, fattest puffer fish you can be. And, you know, if a fish is fat, I'm going to call it fat, all right? It's so funny. But isn't that underwater? I really think, like, I do want them to explore space, and I understand that when one country starts exploring space, everybody else has to as well. But I would love for a little bit more money to go towards exploring the ocean. Fisher friends, not bad. Nicole King, I fat shame my dog all the time because he is a fatty. He is a chubby boy. He's certainly a good boy. In fact, he's the goodest of good boys. But he is a chunky boy. He is very thick, you know. Even when we take him to the vet, he's actually on the upper end of the scale of dogs. I just, you know, he's just festively plump. That's all. Pepsi flavoured tubes. Rob Kent, that would totally ruin the experience for him. Yeah, Kynan, that's right. Their cone nest is a trap. So that's the ant lions. Did you like that, Kaz? I thought, I'll just put a little bit of underwater video going on in the background while we're talking about it. I always used to find ant lions fascinating as a kid. And my brother and I used to put ants on the edge to try and see the antlion, or sometimes we'd dig down to find it. I can't actually remember if we actually ever did successfully see an antlion, but we did used to try and see them. Keep ahead of those gooey ducks. The only threat they are is to how you guys feel about your manhood. That's all they are. That's food. You know, I reckon Kaz, when he goes to Asia, should definitely try a gooey duck. Don't you think? Any lions are epic too. Imagine if like big cat lions did that. They'd hid in the sand and build a trap for zebras. Okay, now we're getting into the... Oh, you mean antlions? Yeah, exactly. I was confused for a minute. I thought we were getting into the realms of fantasy now. But I would love to. I don't understand why. You know how they've got like that geophys, and now they've got, what's it called? JP would know the name of it. Is it LiDAR? That one they do like from the satellites? How about we do that of the ocean? Are we doing that? What are we doing? Really, Kynan? As a kid, I was fascinated with antlions, but I couldn't actually bring myself to be cruel to the... Good morning, Lambo. We've actually finished talking about our list. We're just actually having a general chin wag right now. Yeah. I'm sure you're just fine, Michael. Stop. But I also know you love maritime things. I think you should join me on. We should have our own little Shark Week one time, Stoddy, and you should join me, and we'll do Shark Week together. Because I think, unless I'm incorrect, you are a shark lover. Is that right? Yeah, see, I wish I'd known that as a kid, because we were always trying to find them, but we'd kind of dig instead, and it would just we'd never actually get to see the antlion. Is it different technology? Why can't they just use the LiDAR? Why can't they just put LiDAR on the bottom of a boat? I was going to talk about the bloop and the Julia signal, and I thought, no, I'll wait and do another, because we can just bring back the old Maritime Mysteries anytime. It's not like there's any shortage of them. So I need to know what they've got to do, what they're doing with the ocean, because I actually like going to Google Earth and looking at the ocean thing. Really, Nicole King? Yep, ships sink and planes crash. That's very wise. You're a very wise woman, Nicole King. Indeed, like we didn't know before. that proves it. Did you used to use a straw? Yeah, we should definitely do a Shark Week, because I happen to know that you love sharks, Stoddy. I don't know, could we... Stoddy's going to growl at me for this, but could we find a week's worth of weird information about sharks? Of course we could. We've got the internet. Of course we could. We could find weird stuff about anything. Yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to go near your pets either, Kynan, really, to be honest with you. I probably wouldn't have gone near you if I'd known you kept spiders and antlions. But now I'm much more liberal now with my friends. I don't judge them so much. All right, let's have a Captain Cook at the news. We've gabbed enough, although I have been enjoying just chatting with you. Okay, a private collection of rare Australian pink diamonds is expected to fetch up to $18 million when it goes up for sale next week. And it's only months after the closure of the Argyle diamond mine in the East Kimberley. An Australian online startup is offering the first known public tender of the iconic pink gems, which closes in July the 1st. The collection of 33 pre-owned stones includes a 2-carat vivid pink, which alone is estimated to be worth up to $2.5 million. Now, this collector was from Queensland, and it was a gentleman who actually jumped onto the pink diamonds when the Argyle mine sort of first opened. Like, I think it was in the early 80s, might have even been the late 70s, but he jumped straight onto it and collected these pink diamonds. So I imagine they have just gone up in value. Now that the mine is closed, he's just chosen the perfect time to sell his collection. So, and they're rather intriguing and beautiful. That's some expensive rocks, exactly, Kynan. And they are very beautiful. If you get a chance, you should actually have a look at the pictures. And I hope that guy, who was wise enough to invest in making a collection of pink diamonds way back when, I hope this dude in Queensland gets a whole stack of dosh for it. That would be great. He deserves it. That was an investment that he's hung on to. Chosen the exact right time to sell it, because there is going to be no more pink diamonds coming out of there. So, which is kind of sad. I wonder, does anyone know why they closed it? I imagine that's a lot of jobs. Stoddy, I'd love for you to get your slab cab. I think it would suit you so much. We need to start a GoFundMe for Stoddy's slab cab. Okay, my pick for 3 historical characters to spend an evening with today are, sticking with the nautical theme, Jacques Cousteau, legendary oceanic explorer. If you guys are like me, you probably watched his, if you're as old as me, you used to watch his shows on the weekends sometimes. The next one is Sir John Ross, Royal Navy officer, first to discover deep sea life when he discovered some jellyfish that were living, I think it was about, I don't know the exact numbers, but it was further down than what they thought anything else existed. And Sir Charles Wyville Thompson, who was an amazing marine biologist, who even then discovered even further deep sea life, disproving the abyss theory, which I think was that there was nothing under a certain depth of the ocean. So I have an awful lot of respect for marine biologists and oceanographers and things like that, because that's kind of scary. It's scary down there. The ocean, she can't be tamed. She's like a woman. You'd never know what she's going to be thinking next. I watched everyone to study. Does anyone remember Albie Mangles? I used to watch. What happened to Albie Mangles? When we were kids, he used to be on telly a bit too. It was like Jacques Cousteau, Albie Mangles. We won't talk about Rolf's Walkabout. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. Firestone opal. I love opals, and being Libra and opal is good luck for me to wear. It's my birthstone, so I love opals. Are they really, Daz? That's very interesting. Was he the first person to swim the English Channel? Captain Matthew Webb. I wonder why. I always wonder about the first. Ron and Valerie Taylor. Oh, they're the shark people. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. I don't know if Albie's alive. Did he, JP? Because you remember he always used to have some beautiful ladies with him and that, and he used to wear the Daisy Dukes himself, didn't he? I wonder what happened to Albie. Same Lambo. Best star sign. The Leyland brothers. Us. The Leylands. Us. The Leylands. Us. The Leyland brothers. Yep, exactly. There was some good shows on when we were kids. Where are those sort of shows now? Maybe Mr. Buckaroony needs an actual TV show, because then the kids could watch that. But we need to take everything out. Remember, we didn't have much choice as kids. We really only had like a couple of TV channels, and our parents may be watching something, so we might not be able to. Made nature watching special for you, Rob. Yeah, they were beautiful, weren't they? And quite rather scantily clad too. Well, he obviously wasn't an idiot. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. As always, it's been wonderful to share a smoko with you all. Please leave a thumbs up below the screen. Subscribe if you haven't already. Please don't forget to ding my little bell for notifications of all my future streams and uploads. Please consider telling somebody about this great little community that we've got going on, so we can make it a bigger one, so I can reach 500 subs and get off my L plates. It's actually starting to look like a possibility. Thank you so much for watching. Please say good day in the comments or suggest a subject for a future video. I hope you can join me at 9:30 tomorrow morning. Have a fantastic Thursday, everybody. Oh, I actually have a massive crush on Bush Tucker Man. He was like one of my first crushes when I was a teenager. He's great. Let's not even go there. Have a fantastic day, everyone. Be good, everyone. Love and kisses, and I will see you all later. Have a good trip, Kaz. I hope that doesn't happen to you with the supermodels.